All right. Welcome to Obsession. This is the base game. This is a board game about Victorian England. And here you have Alderley Hall. And Alderley Hall is where the most famous aristocrats in the area live. And there are uh, two women that were living there that do not have kids, and then one of the women, their brother-in-law, came to visit, but there was an accident and it was tragic, and he left behind two kids. And these two kids here, a girl and a boy, have grown up to be a man and a woman here. So we've got this is the nephew of the heir of this place, Alderley Hall. These are the Fairchilds. This is Charles Fairchild, Esquire, and he is the nephew and dashing heir of the Fairchild fortune, and is now the most desirable bachelor in Derbyshire. So this is Derbyshire is the land where the family that I'm playing and the Simpson family that is the AI is where we reside. This is the woman. She is Margaret. I'm sorry, Elizabeth Fairchild. That's a little difficult to read, but she is the stunning and elegant niece of Margaret Fairchild. That's right. Margaret is the main lady, and she is an accomplished musician. So there's Charles, and there is Elizabeth. Yeah, I think you can see it a little bit better there. All right. So they're part of the family, and you can see that up here in the top has their family crown there, family crest. And there we go. So these are the two that we're going to be courting. And the game itself is played over 16 rounds, as you can see here on the board. And each of these rounds, when they get to a courtship, that is called a season. So there are 4 seasons in the game. And each one of these is around basically a certain period of time. You know, we can call it a month or so, or a month or two between rounds. And then a season can be anywhere between 3 months and 6 months or so. So basically, the game takes place over the course of 2 or 3 years. So we're going to be courting these people, and the way that we do that is we're going to need to get them into our hand. And the hand that the player has is made up of family members as well as other guests that we can invite. Call them friends or acquaintances. They're known as the gentry. So here is the hand that I start with for the family. I only have family members in here. And this family, Asquith, or Asquith, whichever way you want to pronounce it, has an extra family member. All families have a mother, a father, a son, and a daughter, and this one also has an aunt. So this one is the mother of the father here. So this one has an aunt. So this family starts with 5 members, and I want to get one of those those two into my hand. And the way that you do that is during these courtship times, we're going to reveal a card here, a theme card, and that's going to tell us what they like about estates. So there's 5 different types of things that you can do in order to improve your estate. One of them is a sporting type of thing. So we start off that the estate has a bowling green where bowls are made. See? Well, bowls are done. They're, yeah, you play. You play on the bowling green and you bowl. And that is already in my estate. The second type of theme that they might like is the prestige. So every estate has a front parlor there. And the third type is the estate. So you can think of these as the grounds. So think of the prestige stuff as the interior and think of the estate as the grounds. So there's a main gazebo on the grounds that I already have. Oh, I need to turn these over. They get flipped over when used. So right now, none of them have been done because we're just starting the game. And you'll see this little building icon there, which shows these are starter rooms or starter places. There we go. The fourth type is the service. So this one is a butler's room. And in Victorian England, there were people who helped the family, servants, you can call them. And the fifth type is essentials. So think of these as like these are essential to the house. They help with running the house and so forth. So these are the people. These are the rooms that help the people serve the house. These are like the rooms in the house that actually help the family. So this one's a private study. And as you can see, it says Village Fair Planning on it. And we'll put that there. So one of the 5 themes, each courtship, one of those heirs are going to be looking for things that you've done in order to upgrade your estate in one of these areas. So this time we're going to be playing the very first card here is the Simpson family. The Simpsons. So here's the Simpsons family. And you can see that on season 1, they have 0 VP for the essentials, 0 VP for the service, -2 for estate, 7 for prestige, and 1 for sporting. Okay. Right now, I have 3, and this one's 0, -2, -2, and -3. So right now I'm winning, I'm tied, I'm losing, and I'm losing. So if I don't do anything and build anything more, then I'm going to better hope that the essentials comes up. Otherwise, these two are tied, and we both get a VP card, which pretty much is going to wash each other out. And then I'm going to lose on these two. Now, if I use this one, I'm going to get 2 points down here, see, to compare against their 1. So I'll win if I turn that over. And I'll have, I think that's probably a good idea. This one's worth 2. if I turn it over. So that one's probably a good idea. And I'm probably going to have to buy another one of those rooms in order to try to get more points. Although 7 seems awfully difficult. It doesn't seem possible. So I'm really kind of hoping that first card that comes up is not prestige. All right. So we'll set up the board here. So basically what I've got here is this is my reputation. I'm at a reputation level 1. And I am on track 1 of reputation. So 1, and there's 5 different spaces here. So each time you go up a reputation, and that's what one of these guys are here. I know it's difficult to see, so I'll pull it up there. It's one of those little lion guys, see? So each one of those is worth 1 on here. And then once you get to the 6th, then this turns over to number 2. And you become reputation level number 2. Why is that important? Well, it's important because you can only invite guests that have that are equal to or less than your reputation level. So if you have a guest that is reputation level 3, I could not invite him to one of my events. There are exceptions to that, and we'll go through that when it comes up. But in addition to that, I also can't use an improvement that is greater than my reputation, except for one time, and we'll come to that later on down the road too. So right now I have this guy right there is a butler. This guy right here is a footman. She is the housekeeper. He is a valet, and she is a lady's maid. Those are my servants right now. Those are the ones that I have in my employment, and those are the only ones I have in my employment. So right now, that's all I've got. Anyway, this right here is for reputation when it gets higher, and also a reminder if I have special things that allow me to get, like monuments allow you to get an extra reputation every turn. So here are my starter cards, my family. In addition to that, I also get 2 other cards, 2 close family members that I start with who are my acquaintances. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And then once I've done that, now I need to basically shuffle in the other cards that I did not pick into the deck. So I'll go ahead and shuffle those in. There are 15 of them. Put them all together there, and then we'll shuffle the deck up. And so I start off with 7 cards. Most families only start off with 6, but this one starts off with 7. So now that I've done that and I've shuffled this up, these are the guests that I can obtain for later use when I invite them. These are prestige guests. They are VIPs. They are just below nobility, but they have a lot of, they're very, very well known, and they give you a lot of reputation and so forth. So as you can see, those are the servants for hire over here in this area. And you start with no money. So I've got no money here on my board. And I don't have much, to be honest with you. Here are the objectives. I actually have not even opened this package yet of cards. So I'm going to go ahead and open this package. I forgot to open this one. Let's see. Get the plastic off. These objective cards are basically things that you work toward in order to get more victory points at the end of the game. And that's ultimately how you win, is that you have more victory points than your opponent. My opponent has a base of 78 points. So there are going to be victory point cards. If you win a courtship, you're going to get a victory point card. And the victory point card for the player can be used maybe for a perk or for the victory points at the end of the game. But for the AI, it's used for victory points. So that's basically what I'm up against. So I'm up against all the victory points that they accumulate over time, as well as as well as the base point value that they have to begin with. So I'm going to have to beat that score. Having a rough time opening up this. Opening up this. So let me see. Let me just. All right. Finally. All right, the package has been opened now. And there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna mix them up a bit because they already come pretty mixed, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I get 5 of these cards, and these are the objectives. And then after each season, after the courtship, I'm actually going to discard one of these cards. So if I don't get more of these cards in the game, there's a time where I'm going to draw 2 of them right here in this objective card season. So I'm going to ultimately have 7 cards, but I'm going to discard 1 for each of the 4 courtships. So I'll only end up with 3 of these cards at the end of the game, unless I get more. And you can get more through a VIP card or one of these activities that you can do here that give cards sometimes. So let me just go ahead and deal myself these 5. Okay. And these go over there. But I'm just going to put them right here. So I don't have to reach all the way over there. All right. So let's check out who our family guests are that we know. You can tell they're starters by this little symbol right here. All right. So we got Lady Mary Russell. She is the stunning and refined Lady Mary, is the youngest daughter of Oscar, Earl of Rochdale. And here we've got another lady. This is the graceful Charlotte is the only daughter of John Viscount Dronfield. Okay. And this person, if I invite her to an event, gives me 2 reputation. This person, when I invite them to an event, gives me 1 reputation and 100 pounds. So they also, each of them require one of these ladies' maids. So none of the family members require any servants. They have their own personal servants. So down here, this symbol means you don't have to do anything. So right off the bat, I'm going to be kind of short on the ladies' maids. Now, the housekeeper can be used as a lady's maid as well. So that's a good sign. Here are my objective cards that I drew. If I have a tennis court, a cricket field, and a croquet lawn court, then I get 13 VP at the end of the game. That's going to be really hard to do. So we're probably not going to end up doing that. Here, if I have a conservatory and a library, then I get 12 VP. That's probably a little bit easier to get. So we'll see about that one. This one is a flower room in any garden. It includes monument gardens. So that's kind of a good one. That's 11 VP if I get that. This one, if I finish the game with 1,200, then I get a 10 VP bonus. Now, at the end of the game, each 200 pounds are worth 1 VP. So with 1,200, this would be now worth 16 VP. So that's a good card. I'm going to probably keep that one. And this one's a service group, a barn and a brushing room required. So if I get service cards, then I can probably hang on to that one. All right, so those are my objectives. And now we are going to fill up what is called the builder's market. And the builder's market are the rooms or areas that I'll be able to purchase, which is basically doing the construction of those rooms, not necessarily building the room itself inside the house, but renovating it in order to function and service as whatever it is. So here's my bag. And it has a bunch of these tiles in them. And they're only prestige levels 1, 2, and 3. Because at the beginning of the game, the prestige level is low. And to have a builder's market that has a whole bunch of high prestige things don't make sense. And so those tiles are sitting over there. They're going to go into the bag, though, as soon as I put out the builder's market for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw 6 or more. Because if you draw the same one twice, it'll stack on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my first one. And I'll show them. Go ahead here, I'll show you this. This is the north dining room. It's a 3 prestige. And I do not have an objective for that. The second one is the tennis court. So the tennis court is a 2 prestige, and if you recall, I have this objective for the sporting group. So that might be a good one to buy. The third one I'm going to draw is the Hillside Kennels. It's a pheasant hunt. That is a sporting group, but that's not one of the 3 that I wanted. So that's probably not going to get purchased. Another sporting one. This one's another tennis court, so that's just going to go on top of it. This one's a breakfast room. Another essentials. Let's see if I can get one of these service tiles or one of the prestige tiles. Let's see. There we go. This one is a smoking room. And this one is the green room. This one actually is a hybrid tile. So when you flip it, this is the front side. It's actually the green room, which is an essentials. And then when you use it, it turns into this. So prestige. So it starts off, and you can tell it's got the underline here. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I'll go ahead and put these in here. And I'll mix them up because going forward, whenever I buy one of these things, and there's also a market refresh that you can do. You basically will take out the tile that you buy, and then you'll fill it up with another one. Okay, so I got my bag down there, and then now we fill the builder's market, and you basically do it with the numbers that are down here. They're pretty small, but this one's like number 70. And this one's 55. The tennis court is 50. Then we have an 88 and a 75. Okay, so the tennis courts are the first ones that go out. And the next one is the breakfast room. The one after that is the smoking room. And then we've got the hillside kennels, the north dining room, and then the green room. So those are the tiles that are available in the builder's market. And the way that the round goes is you basically have your service begins rotating from expended to the quarters to available. And of course, they're all available right now, so we skip that. The second one is we check the round track for monuments and the servants' hall. We do not have either. So then the third thing we do is we're going to host an activity. Now, like I said, I'm behind here and here. I'm tied here, and I'm tied here, and I'm losing, and I'm winning this one. So considering I have no money and I'm losing that green one, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bowling green. This one right here. Now, this one here requires 2 people, and it also requires a footman, which is the white servant there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to gain $300. So I'm going to put this one on my activity, and I'm going to use my footman. And now I need to have 2 people of my hand in order to join. So the question is which one should I do? I'm already getting 300 pounds, so that's good. I probably could use probably could use some more prestige, which is their reputation. So I'm thinking maybe this lady here who gives me 2 reputation, because I can buy that tennis court with the $300. And when I flip this over, this one's going to be worth 2. And then when I buy the tennis court, even if I don't use it, it's worth -1. But 2 minus 1 is 1. And that's still greater than, or that actually that ties. So maybe I don't buy the tennis court. If I don't buy the tennis court, then there's no way that I'm going to get this. So this objective card. So which is probably fine. I guess I don't need to buy that. It would be nice to get another prestige or essentials. So maybe I do the one that gives me 100. Like this lady here doesn't require any service and gives me 100. So, and a prestige, so I can do her. I think I'm going to have her come because that'll get me up to $400. And then it's always nice to have cards in your hand. This guy is either $100 or reputation. I'm not really keen on that. This lady really needs a prestige guest to come with her, a male prestige guest to come with her in order to get 2 more reputation. So I'm going to hang on to that one. This lady gives 2 reputation, and this lady is another one that gives a prestige and a 100. So that would be 500. And then I could buy a smoking room, or I could just do and that gives me more prestige. So I'm thinking probably that one, because I'm going to want to get prestige. So I think I'm going to go with her and use the lady there. So those are my 2 cards that I'm going to use, and those are going to be discarded. But for now, basically, they're hosting. So I've invited these 2 guests. This is a family member. This is a 1 prestige. So these are perfectly fine to invite. I'm going to provide the service, and then I'm going to enjoy their favors, which is 2 prestige and $200 or 200 pounds, plus the 300 that I have there. So that's 500 pounds that I'm going to gain from that, and 2 prestige. So there we go. So now I'm on the track there. Now I can go ahead and I can buy from the market. And it's either the breakfast room when I turn this over, it's going to be worth 200. Well, I think that I'm going to essentials. I'm already winning. So, although this one here is 4 gentry. 4 gentry here. So I can invite a lot of people and get a lot of favors with this card as soon as I have it in my hand. But I think what I'm going to do is I really kind of want the prestige, and it also allows me to do two gentlemen there. So I'm thinking that I'm going to go for that. So yes, I'm going to put the smoking room into my hand, and I'm going to purchase that for 500. And there we go. So now I clear the board. I put him into expended service. I flip this tile over, and now it has a little rose on it. And now I am done with my turn. This guy, these guys right here are the discard. So I'll just put the discard there. I can reclaim those into my hand later on. So we'll see. Okay, now it's time for the AI to go. And the AI is going to, what we're going to do is we're going to roll a die. And depending on what I roll, which in this case is the standard turn, that is what's going to happen. They are going to buy from the market, or they're not going to buy, or the market's going to refresh if a 20 is rolled. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll this 20-sided die. Oh, I rolled a 20. Believe it or not, I rolled a 20. So since I rolled a 20, the market gets refreshed, which means that everything that was in that market is gone. Unbelievable. All right, so we'll take them all out. The tennis court's gone now, so there's no way that I'm getting that. So this card is going to be the first one I discard. But yeah, those are all those are all gone. So I'm going to do a refresh, which means I'm going to dial. I'm going to pick more tiles now. All right. The first one is the riding stables. Okay. The second one is a music room. Okay. The third one is the North Library, which I believe is and one library, yes. So that is the lower of the two prestige ones that I need. It's coming out very early, though. So it's probably unlikely that I'm going to be getting that objective. Here is a fence paddock. This one actually allows you to dismiss a guest. If you have a guest that you do not like in your hand, you can take them to the paddock, have them look at the horses, and then tell them to go on their merry way. So that's an interesting card to have, obviously, in your estate. Here's another one, the West Terrace. That's a very high prestige card. And the last one of the market refresh, unless there's a duplicate, is the Great Hall. This one allows for 9 gentry. This one's way off, and there's no way that I'm going to be getting that. So now you can purchase them, but you just can't use them. And so, although, I mean, if you look at it, this one's got, 6 reputation, but this card here is showing 0s for all season for essentials. So I don't need to have any more essential cards. If I did do this essentials, it turns into a 0 and I'd basically tie all the way across. So I could get maybe one more essential card and then I would win the courtship if that theme was picked. But anyway, this one is number 155. It's probably the highest one, I would think. So we'll put that way over here at the edge. This one, the music room, is a 115. This one's a 135. So we'll put that over here. The 115 will go here. The 100 will go here. The 70 will go here. And did I pick one too many? It appears that way. Oh, no, my smoking, that's the one I bought. Okay. And here's a 40. And here's a 35. So those are low prestige. But those I can use right now in case I want to buy them. All right. So there was the market refresh. Next roll, as you can see, if he has not purchased any card from the builder's market, the next roll is -5 from the roll. So he is going to buy something next time. If I want to get the library, I'm going to pretty much have to do it now, which means I'm going to have to make for this objective. I'm pretty much going to have to make $500 in order to buy that, to ensure that I get it. Otherwise, when I roll, he could buy it. So that's always a possibility. All right. So now we're going to rotate the service. So the front man is here. So I cannot use one of these things that requires a frontman. It's round 2. So the next round is the village fair, and the village fair is occurs here and it occurs here, and this right here is the private study, and I can have 2 of my family attend and do a village fair planning. That will turn this card over, which will put my essentials at 0, which will tie me with them. But when the village fair comes up next turn, I will get 300 pounds and 2 reputation. So that's really nice, and it'll happen twice in the game. So that's a really nice card to have. The issue there, though, is that it's a possibility that I'm basically tying them, and so I will not be able to take one of those cards into the deck unless I buy one more of these, which actually gives some points, and the only one, none of them do that unless I use it. So I just think I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it there and not use the private study. I cannot do the Bowling Green again because it requires a footman. I can do the front parlor. I cannot do the smoking room because I don't have a reputation level high enough to use that room. So I can hire 2 servants from the supply, which will give me some more options down the road if I want to do that. In addition to that, if I do that, I turn this card over and it gives me 1 point. So I'll be leading in service as well. Or I cannot do the main gazebo. I can do the front parlor and get 3 reputation, which will bring me up over 1 to 2, which will allow me to do this one next time if I wanted to. I need 2 ladies to join me, and I actually have only 2 gentlemen, and this one requires only 2 gentlemen, so I could do that the following turn. And 2 ladies, I definitely have 2 ladies. So I think I'm going to do the front parlor. That will give me 3 reputation, and I've got to choose 2 from these 3. I got to choose 2 of them. So this one's Patricia, Countess of Asquith. She's the mother of the family, basically, that lives here in this estate, and she can draw 2 of these common acquaintances, not VIPs, but common, and get 2 of them and choose 1 of them, or she can dismiss somebody from the family. Well, there's nobody from the family I want to dismiss right now, so I can use that, and I can choose two. This one, I just get one, and that's all I get, and I have to take it. And this one gives me 2 prestige. This lady. She's the Honorable Charlotte Woods. She's graceful. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the mom, and I'm going to use that lady. She's honorable. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to get 2 common cards and choose one, and then get 2 prestige. As well as using the front parlor, which is going to give me 3 prestige right here. And I'm going to turn it over, and it's going to be worth 2 points, which is not enough to get the 7. So I'm really hoping the prestige card that doesn't come out. But anyway, this is the activity we're going to do. We're going to put the housemaid there, the housekeeper. She's going to go on to that card. These are the 2 that are going. These are the 3 that are still in my hand. That's the first player marker, by the way. And now I'm going to invite the guests. That's who these are. I'm going to provide the service. This one needs a lady's maid. So I'm going to go ahead and use my servant there. And that should take care of it. So I'm good with the service. Now I'm going to enjoy my favors. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prestige. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes right back around, and I turn it over here to number 2. So now I'm at a 2-level reputation for my estate. Other favors, I get to draw 2 cards, and I get to choose one. So let's do that. Here are the 2 cards that I've chosen, that I've drawn, and both of them are not good. This woman is a pauper, Miss Margaret Stowell. Miss Margaret Stowell. Poor Miss Margaret. She's worth -2 VP at the end of the game, so I probably want to get rid of her. This one, every time she is a widow, the widow Miss Stowell relies on the charity of friends. She is a distant cousin of a duke, which gives her 2 reputation when you bring her in. But you got to pay 200 pounds every time she goes to an activity. That's a rough one. This lady, Miss Florence Oliver, she is a gossip. She's worth -4 points at the end of the game. Terrible. And she exudes sweetness and humility, but some feel she is a master of innocent gossip. So this woman, she actually will take 2 reputation away from somebody else. But since it's versus the AI, it really does no good because they don't have a reputation level. And every time you invite her somewhere, she costs you a reputation. So those are really 2 bad cards that I drew. So I'm going to have to choose one of them. So I may as well choose the one that gives me at least, she requires no service. This lady actually requires service. This lady requires no service, and she can give me 2 reputation. I just got to pay 200 for it. So that's not the end of the world. So I'll go ahead and choose her. And the other one will go to the bottom of the deck. Not a good draw. Not a good draw. She goes into my hand. All right. So this time we had we got everybody. We enjoyed the favors. Buy from the market. I have no money. I cannot buy. The riding stables is only actually 300, and it has a little discount here of -200. So that was only going to cost me 100. But I don't have any money at all. So the service gets expended. This tile gets turned over, so now it's worth 2 prestige. And this one is now, that was just whist. So that was just a little whist. And now we have the casino night. So we get 3 ladies that are playing casino, and I'll get 2 prestige. But this one's worth 2 points now on the board. Although it's not going to do me much good against the 7 that they have there. But anyway, it's a start. It's a start. So we have our service there. Cleared the entire board, and now it is discard city over there. And now I'm going to roll to see what he's going to buy, and he's going to buy something. So I got to subtract 5 from the roll, and I got a 5. So 5 minus 5 is 0. And 0 is not on there, so it is going to basically be 1 through 4. So that is the standard term, position 1. The riding stables goes away. And let me check to make sure that when it goes away, it actually goes away. So let's see. Buyer's market. The tile is removed from the game. There you go. So unlike a refresh, the tile is removed from the game. All right. So this tile is gone. So we'll just put it up here. Okay. I think there's probably one more of those riding stables in there. So in case I ever want to have riding stables, I might come back. So we'll see. But anyway, once he does that, then all these actually move to the left. And then a new tile is drawn. And that gets refreshed there at the very end. It doesn't get reorganized based on the number. You just get one of those, one more tile, and it goes there at the end. All right, this one is the long gallery. Prestige tile. All right. Okay, and now we start our next turn, which is the village fair. I did not plan for the village fair, so what this resembles is that I'm paying more attention to the nobles and the aristocracy than I am to the general people, the common folk of the town, by not participating in the village fair more than just normal. So it actually allows me to get more prestige, but it doesn't allow me to make the money that I would get. I'm sorry, not more prestige, but more victory points, basically, at this point. So instead of getting the reputation boost and the money, I'm actually getting more victory points for that, because the 2 people that I'm courting, or one of them at least, they know that I don't really care much for the common folk. I care more about the aristocracy, and they like that. So that's basically that. So that's step number 2. There's no, I didn't participate with the village fair. So now it goes to host activity, and I'm sorry, I did not rotate the service. That's the first thing that I'm supposed to do. Rotate service. Okay. Now that I've rotated the service, I cannot really use any ladies at all this time. Even if I wanted to, I cannot do that because those 2 are not available to me. I do have men servants there, male servants, so I can go ahead and do that. So I can basically do the bowling green, I can do the main gazebo, or I can do the smoking room. I was thinking before, remember, I was going to do the smoking room because that would have brought me up in prestige. But since that last event got me so much prestige, This will give me more and actually get me to a 3 prestige, which is pretty darn nice. And if I turn this one over, it goes from a 1 to a 4. That gives me to 6 points, and they have 7. So I would have to buy something. I would basically have to buy that one here, the music room, for $500, which I do not believe that I could even do. So yeah, the most I can actually make out of this is 300 with these two. So no, and these are the two that I'm going to be taking. Neither of them require a servant. So either I'm going to do the main gazebo, and that gets me a prestige guest, a VIP that I might be able to use, but those are usually higher respect levels, and so that's going to be difficult, I think. However, if I do that, then that will go from a -2 to a 2, and I'll actually be winning that one. So I'll be winning, losing, winning, tied, winning. I like that idea. I think that's what I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do the main gazebo and have an afternoon tea. 2 gentry, and I'm going to be able to get a VIP into my hand. So there we go. So 2 gentry, that'll be the father and the son. Instead of doing the village fair planning last time, they decided to wait and just have a tea. They're very lazy. So either I can get $100 or a reputation, or I can get either or 100 pounds, sorry, or a reputation, and I'm going to get 200. So I think I'm just going to get the full 300 and not get any of the reputation there. So let's go ahead and first I gotta send out my service there. The footman goes to the gazebo, and I'm going to get my favors because I provided the service. I invited the guests. Now I'm going to draw the favors. I'm going to get 300 pounds here, which is equivalent to about $27,000 today. So we talked and we made about $27,000 there, which is nice. And then the next favor I'm going to get is one of these guys here. So let's draw it. Let's see who we get. Well, he's got a pretty high level there. He's got a level 5, so I can't use him for a while. But he is Kenneth, the Viscount of Ashwood. He's a master of political debate. The brilliant Viscount enjoys lively discussion in libraries and billiard rooms, and he brings 500 pounds to the table whenever you get him in there, and he requires a valet. So he's in my hand, but I can't use him just yet. So the only ones I have left in my hand are basically this woman here, which is the daughter in the family. And if she brings a male prestige guest, she gets extra 2 prestige. But the problem is that this guy is only a 5, so I cannot possibly even invite him anytime soon. And this woman is going to cost me 200 pounds and get me 2 prestige, but I'm going to get her out of my hand, I think, as soon as I possibly can. So it looks like next round I'm probably going to have to pass unless I send these 2 off to the bowling green. That seems kind of weird to have just to get one of those and then to get 2 prestige and cost me 200. Although the bowling green is 200, so it's a wash. So I won't actually lose any money. I will get 2 prestige from her, and I'll also get another guest. But it doesn't necessarily forward anything because, I mean, I'm not really gaining anything because the bowling green is just going to stay there like that. All it does is give me two prestige and a guest, and I'm going to have to refresh my hand sooner or later. So I think I just need to work more on prestige. But maybe I should have used this for prestige. But at the same time, though, um, I didn't have any money, so Now I can buy something. I could buy the fence paddock, and actually the fence paddock allows me to dismiss a guest and have two gentry there. So I actually could buy the fence paddock, although it gives me a -2 on the estate. And this one's going to flip to a 2. That would be a -2, which would be a 0, but I'd still be winning because he's got -2 there. So this one, when I turn over, is worth a 2. And it allows me to C3 and take 2. So there's a lot of people that I can get from this. That's probably not a bad idea. The other thing I really kind of wanted to do, though, is get the library, right? And unfortunately, I don't have enough money to buy the library right now. So I'm thinking that I probably should just... I'm just going to hold off and not really buy anything right now because, like I said, I'm winning, I'm tied, I'm winning, I'm losing, I'm winning. So I got 3 wins, a tie, and a loss, depending on what that card comes up with. So I think I'm just going to stick with that. So I expended my service. I'm going to turn this card over. Now this is nice. Worth 2 points. And there's my estate as it stands. These 2 go into the discard. This is my hand. Okay. That's the end of that. Here's the courtship. So the courtship phase starts, and I've never gone through the courtship phase before, so let me just take this through the rules. I don't believe there is a card for that. So no, there's not. So I'm just going to go through that. All right, courtship. Here we go. So the first 3 courtships. Basically, at the end of the season, we total the victory points on the improvement tiles, and for the solo play or solitaire play, courtship. When the round track, a theme card is revealed. That's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to reveal the theme card. And what is it? Oh, it's Essentials. Great. Okay, well, I'm going to win that one. So that's fantastic that I drew that card. The Essential card. And then basically I compare my VP 3 to, as I said before, 0. So it's 3-0. I win that, and if I secure a VP card and a Fairchild card, and then after that, I am going to discard an objective because the objective is discarded. Let's see. At the conclusion of each courtship, the player discards 1 objective card. Okay. All right. And it's put at the bottom of the deck. So now that I've done that, I'm going to get 1 VP card for winning the courtship, and I'm going to get 1 of these 2 people. Now, does that change things? Because now that I have 1 of those 2 people, I can actually invite him to something. I can invite him to something, and he counts as a prestige guest because he has the 2 up there. He doesn't have a number, so that means that I can invite him and get extra reputation. Wow, he gives 3 reputation there, and then when she goes with him, That'll give 5 reputation there. Look at that. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I can send these 2 gentry to the main gazebo for an afternoon tea. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and yeah, I mean, I should have done that. That's fine. I'm probably going to use the main gazebo and then and C2 and take 1 and then get 5 reputation and just get a bunch of reputation from it. So also I could send them to the bowls and get 200 more coin, which will allow me to buy that North Library. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. Also, I'm not sure whether or not he does something after courtship. I don't think that he buys anything after courtship. I don't think we roll after courtship. Let's see. No, that's only. Let me see here. Let's see. After once it's been determined by building and cleared the board, then she rolls the 20 die. Yeah, courtship. No, there is none. So we're just going to go directly into the next round, which is fantastic. So now I've got him in my hand. That's really cool. Okay, and I draw a VP card. So let's see what this one is. This one is either 4 points or 300 pounds, and I can get that. I can get the 300 pounds at any time. I can trade it in any time. So that's nice to have as well. So I may just do that sooner or later here. I could do that actually this next thing and get the North Library. And make sure that I get it. Anyway, let's move to the next round. All right, this is number 5. We're going to go ahead and we're going to begin the tile service reserve. So the tile service reserve, what that does is after season 1, I move all service tiles to this location and all service tiles going forward gets placed here. There are no service tiles. No, not one has even come out. So for now, there's nothing really to do with that. In addition to that, I'm going to go ahead and rotate the service. And I don't have any monuments or the servants' hall. So there's nothing to do there in step number 2. I have to discard an objective. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that objective. Okay. And it goes to the bottom of the deck, but I can't imagine that I'm going to get through all those cards. So it's no worries there. I really would like to get that library, I think, mainly because I can get 12 as long as the conservatory comes up. So if that comes up, then I'm sitting pretty. If it doesn't, then it's kind of worthless. Now that the essentials card has come up, there's only 1 more out of 9 in there. So there's not a good chance essentials is going to come up again. On the second time through season 2, it's 0-2-2-7-1. So for service, I'm losing, and now estate, I'm tying. So if I did get this estate one and turned it over, that would be pretty cool. But I maybe should have bought that last time and would have been able to use the 2 gentry and then dismissed this guess. So that probably would have been good, but I really kind of want to go for that North Library. And I really can't go for the North Library unless I do. I can't. Don't want to do three ladies, or I can't actually do three ladies. Two gentlemen, I can do. Well, no, I can't because I don't have a valet. Um, unless the butler can be a valet, which he cannot. So no. So I can't do that either. So it's really just going to be her and him, which is important for prestige. And I choose not two family, obviously, not two gentlemen, not two ladies. I can do either the main gazebo or the bowling green, which I've done both before. One of them lets me get one more guest, and the other one lets me get 200 pounds. So I'm thinking that I want to get, it is a C2 take one. That's not bad. Oh, wait, I need a front man. I can't even do that. Oh, boy. I can't do that, can I? So I used my front man last time. I can't do two gentlemen because I can't use this guy at all. He's too high prestige level. So I can do the two. I can't do two ladies. I can't do really anything at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the butler's room and hire some more servants. So there's the butler. And I can hire two servants from the supplies. There are no guests or anything like that involved, so I'm just going to hire two servants from the supply. You cannot hire the under butler. You can only get him with a card with one of the actions here on one of the cards. So I'm going to get another front man, and I'm also going to get. Wow, let me look. Do I need more ladies? I got two of those and two of the valets. I'm not going to be able to use him for a while, but when I do, it's going to be very important that I do. There's a three ladies card on there right now, so I think I'm just going to get the ladies maid. Okay. So that'll give me a front man next time and then the time after that as well. So here's my butler room. Okay, hold on. Before I clear the board, I'm actually going to see if I'm going to buy anything here. There is a risk that he's going to get the North Library, but I think I'm willing to take that risk. And I'd like to see if I can keep this without having to pay the money. So, yeah. So that's what I'm not going to buy from the market. Okay, so now I cleared the board. He goes down into here. The butler room has been used, and it's worth 1 point, which is on my way to getting 2, hopefully. And that's it. So I still have my cards here. I did not pass. I did that here. Okay. Now it's up to him to see what he's going to do here. I'm not going to subtract 5 from this roll. That would be a 1. So he's going to purchase position number 1, which is the fence paddock. So the fence paddock is out of the game. And I am not going to be able to admire the horses, but the North Library is now worth 300, so I'm going to be able to buy that next time for the 300, and I'm not going to have to get any more extra money in order to do that, which is really kind of cool. So let's go ahead and pick a tile to fill the 800 slot, and that tile is going to be the Garden Maze. The Garden Maze with 7 prestige. It's got a premium of 200 pounds. Very expensive. So it's got a monument, which means he could take that, and he would get seven points if I do the aggressive mode scoring at the end of the game, which I may or may not be doing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Anyway, that would be the market for him. And now we go on to the next turn. And the next turn is 2 objective cards. So I'm going to draw 2 objective cards here. Service bonus. If I have 10 or more servants, then I get 7 VP. And I believe that each servant on the scoring is worth 1 VP at the very end. Let me see. Service. Award 2 VP per servant. Okay. So if I have 10, that would be worth 27 VP for servants. That's pretty good. And right now I've got 7. So, first I need to rotate the service. Okay. That might be a good card to keep, ultimately. We'll put that down here. This one is 1 VP per tile in the estate group. So yeah. That's probably not going to be worth much. But at least it'll be worth something in case I don't have anything else going. Okay. So those are the 2. That's the round track. I don't have any monuments, no servants hall. So now I'm going to host an activity or pass. And I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead and host the activity and use my Fairchild along with her so that I can get that 5 VP. So it's 2 gentry here, C2 take 1, or here, which is 200 pounds. I think that maybe I should go for, well, each guest is worth VP at the end too. I think, yeah. Well, it depends on if they, what they have up in this area. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the. I don't know if I should do the money or if I should go get the person. I just think that money, because I gotta buy more of these. So I'm gonna go to the bowling green. So let's go to the bowling green. 2 gentry. This one goes. He needs a valet, and we are off and running. So those are the 2. I've got my 2 here. They're still in my hand. And I'm going to provide the service. Done. I'm going to enjoy the favors. She gets 1 guest. That's another reason why to do the bowls too, is that she already gets a guest to invite. And then I get 5 reputation because I do get this because he is a male prestige guest. So 5 is going to turn me to 3. Oops, that's 1. So I got to get a new chip. Okay, there we go. 3 prestige now. 3 reputation. And I'm going to go ahead and draw 1. Well, I didn't draw a bad guy. So let's see. Sir Richard Brana, BT. I don't know what that means. Sure, Richard is regarded as an elite horseman, and he always travels with his own man, so he needs no servants. He gives prestige, one prestige, and he's got he gets we get in our guest when we use him. That's a good guy. I like him. All right, he's in my hand. That's very cool. Okay, so we enjoyed the favors. Now we're going to buy from the market, and I am going to buy that North Library. So that's going to cost me $300, which is all my money, and I'm going to put that library in here. I cannot use it yet, but I'm getting close to being able to use it. Right now, it's worth 0 points, but that's okay because I'm winning there with 3. Here, there's no service cards, so I can't buy them. I can't do anything with them, so I'm losing that. This one's 2-2. I'm tied there. This one's 3. This one's 2-1. So I'm winning that one. Okay. So I'm winning. I'm losing. I'm losing, and I'm tied. So it's pretty close. It's pretty even right now. These are the 3 of my cards. Now I just bought from the market, so I'm going to go ahead and move these over and draw a tile. And if it is a service tile, it's going to move here, and then I'm going to draw another one. So let's draw. The Lionheart suite, like the most expensive thing in the whole entire game, almost, except for monuments. This one actually turns into a monument. The Lionheart suite doubles all favors for the guest. You get you draw a prestige guest, and then you immediately get double all their favors. So it's a pretty cool card. It's just very expensive right now, obviously, and I don't have 6 prestige, not even more close. All right, so now I'm going to clear the board. Bowling green's already been used before, so nothing changes there. So that's that. And these 2 go into discard. I am definitely going to pass next round. There's no way that I can do anything at this point. I cannot play him. I can't play him. I do not want to play her. I can't play her right now. I have no money. And then this guy, I do want to play, but I can't play him by himself. So there you go. Yeah. All right. So there's my hand. And now we're going to roll to see what he does. He did buy something last time, so it's just whatever's on the number, whatever's on the... that would be 18. And there is a monument out there. So 18 is no purchase. No purchase right there. All right. So he does not make a purchase. Next time he's going to make a purchase. And we'll see what happens. Okay. So that's that. And now we're going to go to the next round. We're going to refresh the service. There's no monument. The round track is nothing here. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. So when I pass, I move all servants available service. Yeah, I can't do anything. I mean, I can send 2 gentry. I can't. I don't have any money, so I cannot do anything. I must do this. So reclaim my deck. I'm going to take back my deck. I have them all back now again. Observe. I guess you do this at the beginning. So there's nothing on the round track. There are no monuments, servants hall. So either I can collect $200 or I can refresh the market. That market really is not, I don't like that market at all. There's just so many things that are so expensive. Just prestige wise. I really don't like that market, to be honest with you. It's not. It doesn't really do much for me. Um, I probably want to get that so that I can do that one the following turn, or not. Maybe not necessarily the following turn because I don't have another butler, so um, I can't really do that. But yeah. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm 200 pounds or refresh the market. Ugh, that market is not. It's not great. Although, I mean, the music room's not too bad. I mean, it gives me a lot more prestige right away, right? So it's not too bad. If I can make 300 pounds this next time, I can buy that. Um, that might not be a bad idea, to be honest with you. So why don't we go ahead and just collect the 200? And now I can shop in the builder's market, but I don't have anything to shop for. I cannot buy anything. I don't have enough money. So that does that the end of that. And then now he is going to roll, and I'm going to subtract 5. So 11 minus 5 is 6. So he is going to get a monument. 5 through 7 gets him a monument. So he gets the monument. And we'll put him up here next to his thing. And we'll do that. And then we'll get the extra tile here. At least that moved the Lionheart suite down a little bit to make it a little bit more affordable in case I ever want to get it. No, we haven't seen a service tile. Oh, another monument. The big game trophy room. Wow. All right. Okay. So then we move into courtship. That is, I believe that is correct. I've done what he did, and he's done. So now we move into courtship, which means that when courtship happens, the person that I took, the Fairchild, goes back to here, and we are going to see what theme that they want us to, what the theme they would like to see. So let's see here. Passing. Fucking 200. Yep. Courtship. Yep. I know I went through this before, but this is like only the second time I've ever done this. So, theme card is revealed. Okay. Yeah. All right. Theme card is revealed. Here we go. What did they want? Prestige. That is not good. That is not good for me because I only have 3 and he has 7. So I am going to lose that one, and he gets a VP card. All right, that just cost me like a whole bunch of points there. That's very, very bad for me. Anyway, that's that. All right, we'll go to the next one. Village Fair. The Village Fair begins. Rotate service don't need to. They're refreshed. The round track, the Village Fair, I did not do it, so we're still same there. Host activity. Now I've got all my people left. I got all my people. So the question is, I cannot use my prestige guy. He's number 5, so I can't use him. So we'll put him down there. I don't necessarily want to use her because I can't use her. I would, but she's better with a prestige. This guy gets some money, so he's a possibility. This guy gets some money. This is the woman that can dismiss the guests. So if I want to play some women or just regular gentry, I can. She gets a couple of prestige. Here's the aunt. The aunt was probably good to begin with, but I probably not going to use her much anymore. She's the same as the aunt, but she requires a lady, so she's even worse. This guy doesn't require anything and gets a prestige and a guest. I don't want to use it. She cost me all my money, and that's not good. I definitely am thinking about going to the smoking room, and then purchasing that music room, because that will give me more prestige. That will give me 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3. And if I turn it over at 6, that'll give me 12. So I'll need a butler again, which will be available on the builder's holiday. This one here. So, because he's going to go into servants' quarters and then there, and I can do that again, and I can turn that over, and then I can be winning on prestige. I'll be winning on essentials. I will be still losing in service, but there's no service tiles. The estate is up to 9, and there's no way I can even get there. So I'm going to lose there. The sporting tiles, there are none out there, so I'm going to be losing there too. So prestige, I just got to hope it's going to come up twice, I guess. That's all I've got. So I don't want to use the admirer. I don't want to use the woman who costs all the money. So they're no good. So we'll just put those there. She's better. She's worse. This guy gives a guest and a prestige. That's pretty good. This guy gives some more money. I do need to have $400 or $500. No, $300 to get the music room. I'm not going to get the terrace. $300 to get the music room. So I need to get at least 100. If I bring him along, I get 200, and I will get 3 prestige. That will bring me up to 4. So that'll be pretty good. Because then I can use that music room one of the next times. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll get these 2 guys here. So the Daniel, the Earl of Asquith, he's the family guy. He's the father. He's going to get $200 in rents. And then this guy here is the elite horseman. He travels with his own man. So I'm going to get a reputation and another guest. So I'll put all these guys back into my hand. These 2 will be the ones. They require no extra service whatsoever. So that's nice. And then I'm going to do the smoking room here, and I'm going to put the butler in there. And it requires 2 gentlemen, and I have my 2 gentlemen here, not requiring anything extra. So, provided the service, now I'm going to enjoy the favors. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4 prestige. And it moves me up to 4, which is fantastic. And then I'm going to collect 200 more from him. And then from this guy, I'm going to get 1 more guest. This one's Sir Richard Beeston. The well-traveled Sir Richard loves music and is known for his gallantry and hospitality. So he'll give me 200 bones every time, 200 pounds every time, and then he requires a valet. So he goes into my hand. So he's a pretty decent guy. Now I can go ahead and buy from the market. I am going to buy the music room. That kind of cost me 300. And that's that. That's buy from the market. So I just did that. Now I'm going to go ahead and move these over. And I'm going to pick a tile. Still, yet no service tiles have come out. What amazing. Here's the tile. It's the Heritage Guest Suite. So you get a casual guest and it doubles all their favors. You just put a casual guest in there and it doubles all their favors. So that's interesting. It's in our estate tile. Okay. Don't really need those. Okay. So that's that. And then we're going to go ahead and clear the board. This guy goes into expended service. This one is here. Like that, because it's been used. And then these two go into discard. Now that the board is cleared, now he is going to roll, and he doesn't. Did we do no purchase last time? I think it was no purchase last time. Or did he get a monument? I think he got a monument. We subtracted 5, 11 minus 5. So yeah, so he got his monument right there, and now he's going to roll regular. That would be a 1. So a 1 is positioned with monument. With a monument, he gets the monument. So he will take this monument as well. All right. And we're going to go ahead and put another tile out there. There's a lot of tiles in here. There's some service time. This is the one. Wham. The conservatory. I do need that for my objective. So that one's very expensive right now. I can't buy it right now. Obviously, I only have 100 pounds. But I definitely want to get that, because if I do that, I get this group bonus here of conservatory and 1 library. That is 12 VP. I really need to get that conservatory. So that's going to be crucial. All right. The next. There we go. And by the way, after season 2, which is what we just finished, all 1 tiles get placed there. So I don't know if I still have that one out there, but I don't think so. So I have a feeling that I did it okay. I don't know. Maybe I messed up. Anyway, all PR1 tiles go there, but I don't have any out there right now, so it's okay. Okay, so we're going to refresh. We're going to rotate the service. The round track, there's nothing going on. And then I can host an activity. The Builder's Holiday is next time, which allows me to buy as many tiles as I want, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have that much money. So that one's kind of moot. What I'm really just going for is to beat him in prestige at this point. So, and I can do that because I got 2, 3, and I got to just turn this one over for 12 points. But in order to do that, I need to get the butler. So I'm going to do that next time. And I'm going to need 3 people basically to get there. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be fine. And I'm going to be able to do that without a problem. So I'm not worried about that. I wouldn't mind, though, getting that prestige guest, this guy, invited if I can get it to a level 5. The question is how do I get to a level 5? I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 prestige. So how do I get 4 prestige? Well, I cannot use this. I can't use that, obviously. I don't want to use this. I can't. Well, I can't. And I can use this, though. I can use the lady. I can get 2 prestige from that. And then for my cards here, it's going to cost me 200, so I only have 100, so I can't use her. She's out. This one gives me 1 prestige. I need to get 4 prestige to get to a level 5 so I can invite that guy next time. So I need 4 prestige. This is 2. So if I get 2, and I'm going to invite 3 ladies, I can invite her and get 1. I can invite her and get 1. And since I have 2 ladies maids, I can invite her and get 2. Or I can invite the mom instead of maybe one of these, like say her, don't do her, and then do the mom and get rid of that 1 guest. He's a man. Can't use him. I don't want to use her. So it's either that or using her instead of the mom and doing 2 ladies' maids. I need to get 4 prestige. I've already got 2, so I only need 3 more. So I don't necessarily need her. I could do this and get 4 prestige, $200 plus dismiss the guest. That's what I'm going to do. And it cost me 1 lady's maid only, so I'm going to keep her in my hand. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the mom, and to dismiss that 1 guest, which she is right there. And those are 3 ladies. They're all family, actually. We're going to do the front parlor. It's going to require the housemaid there, the housekeeper, and also she gets a maid there. Okay, that sounds good. Now I just provided the service. Now I'm going to enjoy the favors. So I'm going to dismiss this guest. This guest is gone. She's not coming back. I'm going to get 2 prestige from the activity, and I'm going to get 2 prestige from the 2 ladies, which will bring me to a 5. And I'm going to get $200 as well, 200 pounds. So that's nice too. All right, that's that. And now I can buy from the market. So the question is do I want to buy this West Terrace? It'll bring me up to a 5. But like I said, ultimately it's not going to be enough. I really don't need the Great Hall, although that's a lot of gentry, and you can get a lot of favors with that card. It's expensive, though. It's $600, so I can't buy it right now. I have to use up all, I only have 300. This one's actually 400. So I can't buy anything anyway. So it doesn't matter. Unless I would use this, which I am not going to do. Okay. Because I really ultimately want to get that conservatory, which I cannot buy right now because it's 800. So that's out. I'll just hope he doesn't roll it and get it. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to buy from the market, and I'm going to clear my board. So expend the service there, do that. I've already used that once before, so it doesn't change. All of these cards go into my discard. And that's it. Now he goes. Don't get the conservatory. 19 is no purchase. So he's not purchasing anything. And we'll just have to wait around for next time. Okay, here's the builder's holiday. So on this one, you can when the builder's market comes up, I can buy as many tiles as I am able to. So we'll see what happens. Brief. We'll go over and rotate the service. We're not going to be using that many. Only one lady we could do. I did want to use the music room on this so that I can turn it over. And I need 3 gentry, and it requires a butler. So this is the activity I'm going to do. It requires 3 gentry, gives me 4 prestige, and requires a butler. So I'm going to do that. It's a family recital. Probably not going to invite many. I'm probably going to invite the family member here. She is going to come because he is going to come. He's a 5 level. I've got 5 there. He's going to give me $500, requires a valet. He's coming because he's going to give me $500, and she is going to give me 2 prestige and a regular guest as well. So those 2 are definitely going. And I need 1 more person from my hand here. The butler cannot be a valet. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. He cannot be a valet. He has to be on there anyway. So and a valet is going to go to him, so I cannot do that. Can a front man be a valet? No, only with the brushing room, and I do not have the brushing room. So he is out. I cannot use him for $200 more. I do have a lady's maid, so I could bring her along. Boy, wouldn't that be something? So she's going to go ahead with this guy with the Viscount, and now she's going to drag along as the 3rd wheel for a couple more prestige. Or I can get $100. So it's either another $100 or more prestige. And he's going to give me $500, which is going to give me $800, which allows me to buy that conservatory for $800 straight up. I might as well just go for the woman and get the prestige and put him. Why? Yeah. See, she doesn't want her brother to come along. No, she wants her friend to come along. She's graceful. There we go. Those are my 3, and I'm going to go ahead and support these 2. There we go. That is a nice little gathering there in the music room. She's going to go ahead and she's going to play for them. So isn't that nice? And she's going to impress this guy. And she's going to impress her too. So that's awesome. Okay, so let's enjoy the favors. I'm going to get 4 prestige. Just for having that thing happen there. That's awesome. And now I'm going to get 2 more prestige for her. 1, 2, and that brings it to 6. Look how quickly that got moved up. That is really nice. I may consider buying these instead and just and hold off on the conservatory and hope that he doesn't buy it. That might be a better move for me in the long run. Because I'm at 6 now, and I can get this great haul. And if I refreshed, I would be able to invite a bunch of people, including the prestige guy, including her, and get more prestige, max out very quickly. Yeah, that might be an off. Anyway, let's see. So I got the two more prestige from her. I'm going to get two more prestige from her. Wow, this is a lot of prestige. That's 8 prestige in one turn here, and from a 3 guest thing. I'm going to get one card. Okay, another lady, Miss Penelope Atwood. Miss Atwood is warm and generous with little to offer except good cheer and a kind heart. She just gets one guest. She's probably not going to be used too much unless it's like in that great ball where everybody comes. Great hall. We'll see. Anyway, she goes in the hand, and he gives me 500 pounds. All right, so I'm at 800, and now I go to the buyer's market, and the question is now, I'm going to be winning prestige. There's no way I can win this because there are no sporting cards. The estate, I cannot win, but I can set myself up for next time if I can't buy both of them anyway. There are no service cards, of course, and estate I've got covered. So I really don't even need that great hall, really. The gallery, I don't really need. There's no flower room. There's no garden. Did I discard an objective card last time? I do not believe that I did on that last courtship. I need to discard a card. I forgot. Which one am I going to discard? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only got 7. I'm going to have to hire twice more in order to get this. I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. Where I'm going to hire twice more. No. Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of this one because I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to hire twice more. No way. I might even hire once more. So, okay, so that was taking care of the courtship objective thing. Let's see, what's next? What am I going to buy? Right. I could go ahead and just buy that conservatory. I could actually buy the Lionheart suite, draw a prestige guest, and double all the favors. But I'm going to be covered. I'm going to be covered on that. I think I'm just going to go for the conservatory. It's $800. It's for the indoor constitutional, and it gives 3 ladies. And you get C4 and take 2 guests, and then it's worth 4 points afterwards. So that'll bring me up to 6. I pretty much just need one more card, and that could be even this one. So yeah. Anyway, let's go with the gabled conservatory, and then what that will do is that gives me this 12 VP objective is complete. So that's awesome. I will definitely take that. And it gives me a little more if I keep this tile around. It gives me now 2 VP for that. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so that's that. Now we go ahead and refill the builder's market. If it's a 1, it goes here. If it's a service card, it goes there. Tile, I guess. This one is our smoking room, so I don't need that. So we'll just put that there. And now There was no purchase last time, so he's going to purchase something this time. So it's a minus 5 to this roll. 11 minus 6. We've already done that one before, but this one, instead of the monument, this one's going to do position 2. So the Great Hall is gone. He took that one, which is kind of unfortunate because that would have been the one that I would have liked for the 6th Gentry, but whatever, that's fine. It's his card. You take it. His tile. All right, we'll move all these down, which actually makes the Lionheart suite even less expensive, so more accessible. Oh, by the way, I did owe 800 pounds. I bought that conservatory. This thing's expensive. So that was expensive. Yeah. And here's the tile. It is the Cabinet of Curiosities. Enter the cabinet. So there's 6 prestige for that. Wow. That's if you want prestige. A lot of prestige stuff out there. I might want to consider just go ahead and, since I'm covered on prestige, I may just go ahead and refresh that market. All right, let's clear the board. Extended service. These people are done. They go here. This tile gets flipped over, which gives me 6 more, which gives me 12 prestige. These 3 go to the discard. And yeah, that is that. And now we go into courtship. And the first thing that happens here is we turn over a card. Let's see what happens. Be prestige. Oh no, it's sporting. Sporting 2 versus 5. And that is not good for me. He gets another VP card. Very difficult to win that one, I would say. Impossible. So, no. That was that. I have to discard now an objective card. And I'm thinking that the chances of me getting this is flower room in any garden room, I would say is pretty much slim to none. So I'm going to dump that objective card there. I'm going to try to go for this wealth bonus, I think. All right. My hand is getting low. I'll have this one guy, which I cannot use. I can use her, but she's not very good. So probably just going to pass. All right, so let's see here. Pass. I think that I'm just going to pass and get the cards back into my hand. Because I really just don't have. There's no way I'm going to win on sporting. I'm winning here. This one, if I do this here, it's going to go over to 4 to get me 6. This guy here gets me 12, and that will get me that. So yeah. So that I just hope that he doesn't buy that. That would be pretty bad. All right, so I'm going to pass. So I'm going to refresh the service. Everybody comes over here. I'm going to reclaim my deck. There's nothing going on in the track round. For the Monuments Servants Hall, I don't have any. I'm either going to collect 200 or I'm going to refresh that market. I could refresh the market. There's just not a lot there for me. I mean, I really need to get. Although I do kind of want this one because I know that I could buy it sooner or later. Especially next time because I'm going to have 3 ladies. Are any of them going to make me any money? These ladies, do they make me any money? Let's see. She makes 100. She makes 100. So that'd be 200 if I bring those two along. So if I take 200 now, I'll have 400, and that's exactly what this costs. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take 200 instead of the pass instead of refreshing that. And then I'm going to shop. Nope, I can't. I don't have anything. Now he's going to roll. Let's just hope he doesn't roll low. Oh, are you kidding me? 1 through 4, position 1. Oh, that's the worst roll that I could possibly have gotten. That really hurts. I just don't see me winning this game at this point. That could have been the roll that killed it, right? That 4 right there could have been the roll that killed it. Oh, that's not good. All right. Oof. Might need a different tactic. Well, I've only got 2. I've only got 2 left. 2 rounds left to do anything on. So yeah, I don't see it happening. That's too bad. All right. Tile comes out. It is the West Saloon for a formal gathering. I will not be buying that. Okay, so let's see here. So that's that. We'll go to the next one. This is a national holiday, which means you can use anything regardless of your prestige or whatever. But I'm already at 6, so I'm fine with that. I don't need to rotate service that. So I got to host an activity. Well, this isn't looking good. I don't even know. I don't know what activity that I guess maybe just something that has. Okay, I'm gonna buy something next time. I'm gonna need a butler if I buy that card. The long gallery requires a butler, so that's not really gonna help. Unless I do 3 ladies right now. And do that and buy the. No, that's really not going to help too much. I mean, I could do that and then buy the long gallery, and then do that at the very end. It's not looking good. I don't think I have any chance of winning this game at all. I definitely want to get just 2 more prestige to max out the prestige to the reputation max. That's not really going to do me much good. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, this guy gets some money. And that's there's not a lot of good things here. If I do this one here with 3 ladies, that will give me some more guests. Will give me some more points, but not enough to make a difference. So that's a shame. 3 ladies. Well, if she comes along, I'm going to get another guest. If she comes along, I'm going to get a little bit of money. And if the aunt comes along, I'll get a little bit of money too. Either that, or I could have 3. No, I really. don't want to do that because, I mean, if I do this, there goes my butler. Um, if I do that, three ladies, then I really don't need the prestige. 'Cause it's gonna. I mean, I could get some more money from the prestige here with the special actions. So I guess there is that. All right. So that's going to be my action. I'm going to go ahead and just do um, the gabled conservatory, or do the front parlor. If I do the gabled conservatory, it costs me the butler for right now, and I can't use them again, so I won't be able to do any butler stuff. I don't have $800, but I could get a bunch more reputation as a result of that. Pay for that in order to get that. It's like $800. So I'll need 600. That'll leave me with 400, and that'll cost me 8 reputation if I did that, which is quite a bit. And then 8 reputation would drop me down probably to the point where I couldn't even come back. It's too gentry. No, that doesn't look good. I don't think I'm going to be buying any more cards um, at all because I want to think I just want to get the wealth bonus. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just do that. I have not done this card yet. Doesn't do much for me. It lets me play 4 gentlemen though instead of the ladies. I could do that next time if I did this. That's what I'll do. I'll do the front parlor. We'll put the lady here, and then 2 ladies' maids here. Um, is she better than doing her, for example, 2 prestige? Is a person better? Or right now is prestige better? I'm thinking prestige is probably better because a person could harm me. Like it could be really bad, and I cannot really get rid of it. So let's just do her. Let's do her instead. Okay. All right. So we provided the service. We're going to enjoy the favors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prestige. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prestige. And that brings it to a max. And in addition to that, I get $200. And from there, what I could do is I could this next turn, I could use some card with a frontman and have as many gentry as I possibly could. Of course, I also could refresh a servant for 3 reputation. I could refresh the butler. So that I do have that as well. And if I refresh the butler, then I could do the gabled conservatory if I had 3 more ladies, which I don't. So it's not going to matter because the estate's not it's not going to get me anywhere anyway with the cards. So I could do the long gallery with the art. That would only cost 400. I have that 400 actually right now. I can get the Lionheart suite and just do that one card next time, and it turns into a monument worth 6 points. It's going to cost me 600, but I can go ahead and just pay 4 reputation for the extra 200 and buy it, and then just draw a prestige guest and get it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to buy this one right here for that's 600. I have 400. It's 2 prestige for each 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives me 200 more, and that 600 goes and it buys that. So, yep, that does that. So let's go ahead and just move these down. I have a feeling I'm going to lose this game very badly. Let's see. I'll pick a top, and it is the north dining room. North dining room. All right. I already have the north library, the north dining room. Okay. Let's clear the board. We'll put these guys. We'll put that guy down there. These two go over here. This one has already been there, so we'll just put this here. Okay. And these are discard. All right, now he is going to buy something. That'd be a 6, which is position number 2, the Heritage Guest Suite. This goes down. Okay. And the billiards room. Finally, our sporting tile comes out. A little late, I would say. Not a good time for that to come out. I mean, well, it's just too late, you know. I mean, I gotta get 11 points. There's no way. So we're going to the last round here. We will go ahead and refresh this to get my valet back. All the ladies, things cannot happen. But that's okay, because what I was going to do is I was going to just do the Lionheart suite. That was going to give me an extra 3 plus whatever VP the prestige guest gets. Plus I get to double all the favors from that. The other thing that I could do is with just regular gentry. I mean, with 4 gentry, I could have another guest recital. I could bring her along and get 2 more prestige. Even though I am maxed, I'd be able to get some money from those 2. I get 100 pounds. I could take which I'm gonna, I would obviously take him along, and then he would give me 500 pounds, because I want to try to get, I guess, to 1,200 here. So that would give me 600. If I took the father along, chaperone, he'd give me another 200. So that'd give me to 800. This would get me 4 prestige. So if I did this, that would give me 700 plus 2 prestige, which I would take away and get that for 800, right? And this would be 900, 1,000, 1,100, and that would leave me 100 short. This guy gives me 200, but he requires a It requires a valet, and I don't have the guy to do that, so I cannot play him and this other guy at the same time. Wow. Well, this is I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can get 1,200. That's worth 10 VP. I mean, I can, but you lose 7 VP by doing that. Well, I do have this. But that would lose me 4 VP by just cashing it in. That's a shame. But I think that's what I'm going to. I think that's probably better than just picking up 1. Would it be? That gets me 10. There's no way I can get the money otherwise. There's no way I can get the money otherwise. There's just. I bought this last time for a reason, so I got to go for it. So forget all these people. Let's just use the Lionheart Suite. Draw a prestige guest, and let's gain 2 favors from it. I gotta put the butler in there. Yep. This guy's not worth much. He's only worth 2 points there. He's the Honorable Albert Pagenaud. Yes, Albert is a distant relation of the House Pagenaud, as he is fond of informing everyone. It is bunch of prestige though, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can only go up 4 though, unfortunately, because you can't go higher than that. So I mean, I can spend it on something. Money, although money's not going to get me much here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's going to go into the discard. So that's the end of that, and then we'll redo this, and then this guy comes down here. He becomes a monument, which is nice. Gives me 1 prestige for every new thing, new round, but we're done. I mean, this is courtship phase. I don't believe that he pays me the one. Even if I did, I think I'm already at the max, so I can't even get any extra ones unless I just took the money, which I probably should actually take the money. $200 because you do get 1 VP for every $200. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Let's see here. When it's a courtship, you don't do the step number 2. You don't do the monuments and stuff. So it's courtship. Yeah. All right, courtship time. No, wait a minute. Did I roll for him first? I did not buy. Okay, wait. I did not buy anything from the board, right? I did not. So I just did the Lionheart Suite, and I did not buy anything. So he has to. He does something here. 12 is position number 4. He gets the saloon. It doesn't matter which one comes out next. So, courtship. Here's the deciding card, really. Well, if it already hasn't been decided, probably has. The estate. Let's see. It's 3 versus 9. That was really unfortunate because I think I had a chance. If you wouldn't have bought that guy right there, the West Terrace. So anyway, estate, yes, he wins on the estate 9-3. So that's not good for me. He gets a VP card. Another one, I do not get to put that into my deck. And now we go to final scoring. And okay, so for final scoring, we have, well, first of all, let's look at the courtship. So it's going to be essentials, prestige, sporting, and estate. So essentials, prestige, sporting, and estate. It just so happens that those are like the three highest ones that he's got there. So it's like 20, 22, 31 points he has. That's a lot of points. For me, it's only 31 points. I got 3, 6, 8, 10, 26. So that's 26-31, which means that he gets one of these into his hands, which means that that's 8 more VP he gets, plus another VP card. Yeah, this is going to be humiliating. This is not going to be good. All right, so let's just do all the count up here. He's got 78 plus his VPs. So he's got 4, 8, 12, 17 more, which is 95. 95 plus the 8 here is 103. That's what he has. He's got 103. So let's drop my chips here. Okay. He's got 103. Now I got to do my scoring. And let's see here. So for final scoring, the improvement tiles, once again, was 2, 4, 8, 14, 20, 23, 24, 27. All right, so I get 27 from there. My gentries, let's look at all my guys here. That's him. He gets hit. Yeah, I'll get him. All right, there's all my gentry here. And I just got to add up the numbers up here at the top. So that's 5, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17. So that's 17 more plus 27 is 44. The objective cards, I had to discard one. It doesn't matter. I can discard this one because I did not get that. Nor did I get the wealth bonus. No, I did not get the wealth bonus. And I do have these though. So at 17 and 27, this was 17, correct? 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, yes. And this was 27, so that was 44. And then 44 plus the objective cards, I did not get the wealth bonus. I do have 2 estate tiles, so that's 46 points total. And I did get this group bonus, so that's 58 total. The reputation VP, I maxed it out, so I got 28. So 58 and 28 makes 86. Service VP, I had 7 servants, so that's 2 per, which is 14. So that equals exactly 100. And then I had $200. I get 1 VP. So that's So that's one. So that's 101 points. And then I get courtship and victory point cards. So I get 4 points there. So that would be 27 plus 17 is 44, plus 14 is 58. 2 for that, 12 for that. It's 58, plus 28 for the reputation VP, because I maxed it out, and that's equal to 28 points here. 28. So that's 86. Service VP was 14 for 100. Wealth was 1 point for 101. And then this is 104. I'm sorry, 105 total, plus 4 is 105. So I had 105 in-game scoring. Large black base score, 78. And the VP cards won during courtship, which was 8, 12, 17, which makes 95. As well as the 8 for the Fairchild, which makes 103. And for challenging mode, we did not play challenging mode, which counts the monuments. So the final score, amazingly enough, is 105 for the Asquiths and 103 for the Simpsons. This card right here was the winner for me. I mean, that's how close it came down to it. So, amazingly enough, it was 105 to 103. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update that here on the bottom. 105 to 103. I'm going to put down that I am the base game winner. Let's just show this as a, let's just show this straight up. There it is. Base game winner, Asquith. Player 105 versus Simpson, base 78. Final score 103. All right, there you are. That is Obsession. This is the first game that I've done with it. If I made any mistakes, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure that I look at those before I do the second video. So I'm going to take a few days to see if anybody can correct me on some things. But what I plan on doing is doing the next beginner card and working my way through some of the families and the cards. And after that, I also have the expansions for this game. So I'm ultimately going to start doing some of the expansions too. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment. Let me know if there's anything that I needed to do differently. And we'll go from there. Take it easy.